right? So another really important mindset that you guys need to have in your investing is emotions destroy profits. Okay? So every single new investor is emotional. They're all driven by emotions because investing runs completely opposite to anything that you have been programmed to be able to do since humans became a thing, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of years ago, right? Hundreds of thousands of years ago, if you were not a part of the tribe in, thinking like the herd, then you were alone and you got eaten by the wolves and shit. You were eaten by the wolf, the bear, the sharks in the ocean, whatever it was. You just could not survive as a human by yourself. You had to exist and think like the people that you lived with. You had to all have the same mindset. You had to all make the same actions, etc. And in investing, if you implement the cognitive biases that you have been programmed to do since the fucking dawn of human time, you will lose money. You will never make money, right? And that you're going to feel these emotions of wanting to sell at the bottom and wanting to buy at the top, because 10,000 years ago, if everyone did something, you did it as well, right? 10,000 years ago, if everyone started running from a fucking lion, you would be stupid to stand there and just wait, right? You would be stupid. So today, if you were to copy everyone when they all start selling, that would be a bad decision, because you're not supposed to run away from the lion in investing. You're supposed to face it head on when everyone's running away from it, because the lion doesn't actually exist. It's just a figment of your imagination. So in investing, when everyone's running away from the invisible lion, you don't run with everyone else. You fucking stand there, and then the lion goes through you because you realize it's just a hologram, and you don't fall for the famous. And then you end up buying the bottom. When everyone was running the other way and selling, you buy. And that's how you make money in investing, because you have to ignore the emotions. You have to ignore what you have been programmed to do since the dawn of human time. So let me go over how you make money in investing. So number one, you have to follow a process. You have to have a strategy. You have to have a defined edge, which puts you in, the odds of you making money in your favor, right? You have to be able to, over a 5-year sample size with the strategy and process that you follow and the edge, to be able to know that you would make money, right? Let's say over a 5-year time frame, you had 50 opportunities using your edge, and you had an 80% win rate. And with every position you won 5 times more than you lost, right? Yes, you lost 20% of the time, but each time you won 5 times more than when you lost, right? So that's the concept of a strategy. You have a defined set of parameters which, when implemented, give you profit over time. It's not about the emotion, it's about the system. You follow the logic, not the emotions. The emotion's going to tell you to run from the lion when everyone else is running from it. But the logic is you standing there and saying, hey, the lion is a mirage. It's going to it's just going to go through you like it's a fucking hologram. It's not a real thing. You don't have to be scared of it. And you have to also be smarter than your opponents. You have to be smarter than your opponents. You have to be able to make calm decisions under pressure. And you have to be doing the opposite of what most people are doing. This is the most important thing that you need to do in order to make money in markets. And also, it's the most important thing you need to do in order to not let emotions destroy profits. The most important thing is just doing what everyone else is afraid to do. That's like the most important thing. Because in markets, right, you make money by buying and then selling at a higher price. So let me show you how you make money, right? All right, I've already done some drawings. Let's get some empty space here. Let me show you how you make money, okay? I'm gonna do it like it's a 2-year-old watching this. Ready? This is the price of something. You make money by buying it here, and then you sell it at a higher level, okay? Now, why would someone buy here if the price was once here? Why would someone buy here if the price is going to go here later on? Well, people buy from you at higher prices because they are more positive on that coin or that stock or gold's future than when you bought it. So when you bought it here and when they bought it, the level of confidence of the person buying here is higher. They feel better buying here than you felt buying here, right? They pay a premium on the price of the asset because of the added confidence that they feel when they buy it, right? The better it feels when you buy, the larger the premium you are paying for that asset. And the worse it feels when you buy, the bigger the discount you're getting, okay? So, with this logic explained, basically the only logical conclusion is you make the most money by buying when it's, the people that are most afraid and selling to them when they're the most confident, right? Because the price is dictated by the person's level of confidence, right? If people are more if people are more confident, the price is higher. If people are less confident, the price is lower. So you buy when confidence is low, and when people are afraid, and you sell when the confidence is high. This is how you avoid the emotions. So if humans were rational and logical, the price of every coin would be a fair representation of its value. So everything would be fairly valued. There wouldn't be any sort of inefficiencies. It'd be all fair. But humans were driven by emotions, right? We have a lot of cognitive biases that make us bad investors. Like, for example, herd mentality. That's a cognitive bias programmed into us over tens of thousands of years. It now is bad in investing, right? So if we were logical and rational, we wouldn't have these emotions, but we do. And that's what causes what we call inefficiencies in markets. And what the thing that goes wrong is we let the wrong information drive our emotions and make decisions that are not a fair reflection of what is going on. So we interpret all this information, everyone's selling, everyone's running from the lion. We make a decision of following them, which is not a fair reflection of what is going on, what we should be doing, and then we lose money, right? That's not what you want to do. So we make money as investors by exploiting these inefficiencies in the markets. And the amount of profit that you make comes down to how well you can manage your emotions while others are emotional. And the amount of profit you make also comes down to how well you can actually take actions, which most are unable to do due to the emotions that they're feeling. So thus, in investing, emotions that you feel and let affect your decision making destroy your profits. Okay, so how do you control your emotions? How do you stop emotions destroying profits? Well, firstly, you need to create a system which holds you accountable. So up here, I have my system. Let me show you it here. Oops, let's get rid of this. So I have my main investing system here. When this thing tells me to buy, it's telling me, Daniel, stop being a pussy. It's time to pay attention. And it holds me accountable because I get a signal on my phone. I don't have my phone on me, but I get like a fucking alert. Buy, sell. And it always triggers when I least want to buy and I least want to sell. So it holds me accountable. It's like, imagine you had someone who could predict the future sitting next to you going, Daniel, if you buy today, you're going to make money, right? Imagine someone from the future telling you here, Daniel, you have to buy here because you're going to make money. That's what a system allows you to do. It's like looking into the future and having someone to hold you accountable to not make emotional decisions. People sold here, and I bought here. They sold because they acted from emotion, and I bought because I acted from logic. You can see the difference there. Number two, you need to take mentorship from someone who can bring you back to reality. So having a system is like having an algorithmic mentor, but if you have a human mentor, then that's also really good as well. So I had multiple mentors in my 6-year history of learning investing in crypto, and this mentorship and experience that I got really, really helped me improve as an investor, because anytime that I was like not wanting to do something, or we had a crash and I wasn't wanting to buy, the mentor has been through this before. They tell you, Daniel, you're being a pussy, and then you realize, fuck, I am being a pussy, and that helps you make the logical decision. Now, number three, this is a really important one. You want to read old investing books that teach you what it will feel like at certain stages in the market cycle. So if you've never experienced the end of a bull run or the end of a bear market and how emotional that is, well, you can sort of learn it, the closest thing to it, by reading books. So let me give you some examples of books that you should read. This one's really good. Reminiscences of a Stock Operator. That's like my favorite book of all time. This one's really good. This one's really good too. This one actually might be my favorite. You can find it for free online as well. If you just type in free PDF, it's like this one, not that one. Oops. Looks like it downloaded something. Anyways, you can find these for free on the internet. I think I just downloaded it. So this book's really good too. Let me show you the photo of the cover so you know which one it is. This one here.
It was made like over 100 years ago. And this one is really good as well. Devil take the hindmost. This one's really good as well for knowing when to sell. So read those books so that you know what emotions you're going to feel before you feel them. Now, as well as this, you can read books to know what you're going to feel later on. When you're investing, you also need to account for all scenarios before you buy anything. So whenever you buy something, or before you buy it, right, a coin that you're bullish on, you need to think to yourself, what is all the scenarios that could happen? What is it going to look like if this thing goes down 50%? Is that a possibility? If it is a possibility, what would have caused it to go down 50%? If this thing goes 100x, what would have caused it to go 100x? So you need to account for all scenarios. Think about the worst thing that could happen, think about the best thing that could happen, and come up with what would cause that to happen. Why would that scenario happen? And so that way, if you buy something and it goes down 30%, you knew it was going to happen potentially anyway. It's not like you didn't consider this scenario. And because you've already registered in your head that it could happen, it's not going to emotionally affect you when it does happen because you already were prepared for it. You've already accounted for that scenario. Oh, okay, it's just taking scenario B. That's all good. I'm okay with taking a 30% loss. That's okay, no problem. Because I'm going to buy more, and then, the thesis is still intact. It's just, I just bought it a little bit. I FOMO'd in, I bought it a little bit too high. It's just a normal dip in a bull market, That's how you would look at it, okay? Next one, you have to retrain your brain to buy when it hurts and sell when it hurts. So right now, if you've never done investing, you are programmed to buy the top and sell the bottom. You're programmed as an investor, right? You're programming, let's look at this on the weekly. Let's get rid of this mess. Right. If you've never done investing before, you are programmed by being a human for, millions of years, whatever it is, hundreds of thousands of years with programming that was made to help you survive. You are programmed to buy here, and then sell here. That's what you're naturally going to do if you don't make any changes. So what you need to do is you need to try to flip your programming. You need to try to rewire the code inside of your brain. You need to develop a pattern recognition database, a habit of buying when it hurts and selling when it hurts. Okay? It's gonna fucking hurt to sell here because everyone on Twitter is gonna tell you the bull run is just begun. We're going to $100,000 Bitcoin. If you sell here, you're an idiot. You're gonna miss out on all your money, and it's gonna be stupid. Okay? If you sell here, everyone's gonna tell you crypto's dead, Bitcoin's dead. Fucking don't buy this scam. It's shit. Right? That's what they're going to tell you. So you need to retrain your brain to do the opposite. And as well as this, a lot of people, they take too much risk. They put too big of a position in, and they can't handle the emotions of how much money they're losing and gaining. Right? You need to be able to not look at your portfolio and not care about how much it's going up and going down. I have over $1 million in crypto, right? And I'm okay if it goes down 10% in the day. I don't even feel it. I don't even recognize it because I've built systems, which I can talk about later in the course, to not need to worry about this. And also, I've just really adapted to not care about fluctuations in value. I'm okay with losing 100K in a day because money is just numbers to me. It's not a big deal, right? Like, I've already made enough money and I make enough money to never have to worry about money again. So losing 100K in a day doesn't mean much. But if you are in a different position and 100K means a lot to you, then maybe decrease your position size so that you're not going to end up making emotional decisions due to the increased emotion of really caring about the money that you put into the market, right? If losing 50% of what you put into crypto hurts you and you wouldn't be able to handle that, you probably overinvested. And this relates back to the saying of only invest what you're willing to lose. Very important concept in crypto, even to this day. Now, last but not least, don't use leverage, stick to spot. It's a simple lesson, but so many fucking people can't follow this. They have to keep using leverage. They just can't avoid it. They're just gambling little grandmas. Like, look, grandma gambling. This is you guys when you use leverage. You're just like addicted. Ah! Gotta gamble. Leverage. Yeah, I'm gonna make more money. Stupid. Don't be like gambling grandma, okay? You want to stick to spot. You're going to make way less emotional decisions. You're going to make the same amount of money, and it's going to way less emotionally affect you. So you're going to be happier, wealthier, and making more money, I guess. So that's all the lessons for how you can mitigate emotions. Again, you need a system. My system that I follow, you guys can get access to. We'll talk about that later in the course. I'm also going to teach you later in the course about how to build your own strategy so that you don't have to use mine. You can build your own, but it will take you a lot of time to build your own. But if you've got the time to do that, then you can do that later on in the course. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video in the course. Cheers.